Ever get frustrated by your internet service provider or ISP because your Wi-Fi internet connection is either too slow, intermittent, or both? But what if I told you that your poor Wi-Fi connection is not entirely their fault? Now, before you think that this video defends the ISPs and decide to click away, let me assure you, it doesn't. To be honest, as a YouTuber who relies on the internet to maintain my channel, I'm very vocal when it comes to the responsibility of ISPs to continuously improve their services and give customers their money's worth. The thing is, sometimes, your ISP isn't the problem. Actually, the problem has something to do with where you are located inside your home. Let me explain. When you subscribe to a home internet plan, your ISP would provide a Wi-Fi router that's either bundled with the plan or you have to pay extra for. Regardless, the standard range of these Wi-Fi routers is about 150 feet indoors or 300 feet outdoors. But this range can be greatly weakened by concrete walls, electrical interference, or any other form of obstruction within your home. So in a sense, to get the strongest Wi-Fi connection on your smartphone, laptop, tablet, Xbox, or other smart devices, you would have to be sitting beside your Wi-Fi router. Because the nearer you are to your Wi-Fi router, the stronger and faster your connection gets. Conversely, the farther you are from the router, the weaker and slower your wireless internet connection becomes. Which brings us to the point of this video. How do you keep a stable and strong wireless connection regardless where you are at home? May it be in the kitchen, the bedroom upstairs, the toilet, your home office, the garage, heck, even right across the street. The solution is this little device, and it's called by many names: a Wi-Fi Booster, Extender, Amplifier, or Repeater. Whatever you want to call it, it has one job, and that is to connect to your existing Wi-Fi router and generate a similar Wi-Fi signal of its own, thereby extending the Wi-Fi coverage in your home. So, say goodbye to Wi-Fi dead zones.
Hey there, this is HanDIYman 007, and if we're just meeting for the first time, hello! And my passion is building, fixing, and improving all sorts of stuff at home for my family, and sharing with you what I have learned from experience and from others.
This is a Xiaomi Pro 300 megabits per second, 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi amplifier. It has two powerful high-gain antennas for a wider coverage, and it can support up to 64 devices connected at the same time, which is more than enough for the entire family. It has a range of 150 square meters or 492 square feet. That's enough for 2 floors. Now, I'm not sure if that's true, so we're gonna put it to the test later. This costs 1,000 pesos, but we got it on sale from Lazada for 529 pesos. For its price, I'd say it's a winner, compared to other brands that cost thousands of pesos more. Yes, there are a lot of other brands and models out there, but the installation is essentially the same. So we're gonna go to the second part of this video where I show you how to set it up. If you have something similar to this, perfect. It would be easy to follow along. If not, you can still follow along to understand the basics of any Wi-Fi booster. Here we go. Let's take the amplifier out of the box. Unless you know how to read Chinese, don't bother with a user manual. I got you covered. At the back, it does say it operates from 100 to 240 volts AC, which is within the standard of most countries. In this setup stage, it's highly recommended that you plug it in a power outlet very near your Wi-Fi router. After a few seconds, an amber light will begin to flash in front. To ensure the device is set to factory default, push the tiny hole on the side for 5 seconds with a pin or needle. The amber light becomes steady for a few seconds, then resumes blinking. Now grab your smartphone and turn on your Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and GPS. Your phone will act as the middleman between the amplifier and your Wi-Fi router. But first, you need an interface to configure the amplifier, and this is done through a mobile app called Mi Home. So go to Google Play Store if you're on Android or Apple App Store if you're on iOS. Search for Mi Home by Xiaomi Incorporated and install. Now, I have already installed it on my phone, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit open. If you are opening it for the first time, it may ask for access permissions on your phone, so select allow. I have already configured mine, so for now, my screen will be a bit different from yours. What I will say is that it will initially require you to enter a Mi account to log in. If you don't have one yet, you will have to register via two options: through your email address or your phone number. I highly recommend that you register through your email address and not your phone number for privacy reasons. Also, if you're not even in China, registering via your phone number will not likely work. Once you have signed in with your Mi account, read and accept the terms and conditions. Now listen up, this next step is very critical. If it asks for a region or server, only choose mainland China, even if you see that your country or another country is recommended. Now if you messed up the first time, and probably why you are watching this video, this is where my screen in front of you becomes relevant. From the app homepage, open the profile menu and hit Settings. Scroll down and look for Region. Make sure that you set this to Chinese mainland. Again, the app will not be able to detect your Xiaomi Pro amplifier if it's set to a different country. But after you do this, the app language might become Chinese. So just open Language below and set it to English. If the region or server switch is successful, the app will most likely restart and you will have to sign back in. To add the device, hit the plus icon on the top right and hit the Device Nearby tab. Some sort of radar will be active, showing something like Mi WiFi Repeater Pro or Mi WiFi Range Extender Pro. Select that. Alternatively, from the home page, under Devices tab, select the device. Now, if this device offline box pops up, just hit the reconnect link. On this page, select the name of your Wi-Fi network, or technically known as SSID. Hit the next button and the pairing progress of your Wi-Fi router and Xiaomi or Mi WiFi Extender is shown on the screen. Note that the time this will take depends on how far the amplifier is from your Wi-Fi router. That's why it's best to set them as close as possible in this setup process. Hit Done when finished. Let's skip the Select Room step. Hit Next here. And hit the Let's Get Started button. And finally, this screen shows you the health of the connection to the source Wi-Fi router. Green check is good. But most important is the Wi-Fi network name this amplifier generates, which in this case will be your current Wi-Fi network, followed by an _ suffix. And if we check the LED on the device itself, it has turned from blinking amber to a steady blue. Back to my smartphone, I close all my open apps. And time to test our amplified Wi-Fi network. I cut the connection from the current Wi-Fi router by disabling my Wi-Fi. Then, going back to my Wi-Fi settings, I turn it back on, but this time, I choose the Wi-Fi network with the plus suffix. It then asks for a password. Here, you enter the exact same password as your Wi-Fi router password. Connecting. Connecting. Connected. Okay, so my phone says it's connected to the Wi-Fi amplifier. The amplifier's steady blue LED says it's connected to the Wi-Fi router. Now the real test is to go upstairs where the Wi-Fi signal is virtually zero. So let me just open my speed test app and conduct an actual test. Oh wow, the fact that it's actually testing is already good enough. Before, it always gives me a network failed error. Now this residence is subscribed to a 5 Mbps internet DSL plan, so actually getting a download speed of 3.91 Mbps with a 13 millisecond ping rate, a jitter of only 7 milliseconds, and a loss of 0% is actually very, very good. And an upload speed of 0.43 Mbps is far better than the 0 we used to get in this area of the house. One last thing. The setup process we just did is a one-off. This means that if you decide to plug this amplifier to a different power outlet in another area of the house, you can. It will just blink amber a few seconds as it automatically re-establishes connection with your Wi-Fi router. Then it will turn a steady blue once again, for as long as it is within the range of your Wi-Fi router. This is HanDIYman 007. Goodbye for now, and goodbye to Wi-Fi dead zones forever.